Hi guys, so I've been wanting to do this color comparison video for quite some time, weather permitting, and as you can see guys, it's really sunny outside, so I'm going to show you some of those beautiful blondes in the natural daylight, in the full sun, but also in the shade conditions. I've got a range of blondes from cool to very warm shades, so hopefully by comparing some of those shades and also by having a look at different color codes, you will be able hopefully to decide which color suits your complexion the best and which ones to avoid. So let's start off by having a look at the coolest color in my collection. So we are going to start with Henry Margu. This wig is called Ivory. She is in color 60101 GR. As you can see guys, this is a very cool platinum blonde, and what makes it so bright is that 101 very silvery platinum blonde. Number 60 being white, it really emphasizes that brightness and it looks almost grey on certain people. So moving on to the next one, which is Seashell Blonde by Renau of Paris. So here is Tara on me in Seashell Blonde. This is slightly more neutral to golden platinum blonde. Really beautiful, definitely much more flattering to my skin tone. Here are the first two colors side by side. Next one up is a very similar color. This is Alessandra in Solstice. This is a brand new color from John Renau Cascading Colors, and as you can see guys, this is very similar to Seashell Blonde. The color code for Alessandra is S1860/102RO. So as you can see guys, she still has that number 60 in the color code, which is that white color, but 102 is that more of a creamy platinum blonde, not a silvery platinum blonde as you can see on 101, making it slightly more neutral. And as you can see guys, there is definitely more concentration of that 102 in Seashell Blonde. There is slightly more of the white component in Solstice, but there is still a little bit of neutral to slightly warmer golden tone, which will be much more visible in a full sun as opposed to in the shade when the number 60, the white, stands out the most. And I absolutely love that number 18 long root in the John Renau's ombre. Next on the list we've got 10/613. This is Athena. This is again a very beautiful neutral platinum blonde. It is mixed with color 10, which is a light caramelly brown, and it also comes with a very nice warm dark brown root. Let's compare it to the coolest one. 6101 on the left and 10/613 on the right. As you can see guys, this color is much better on my complexion personally. This is definitely one of the most popular platinum blondes by Henry Margu. Very neutral in tone, would suit quite a lot of different skin tones. I would say if you are unsure which platinum blonde to go with, this one will be a very good option for you to start with, to see if you can get away with something slightly more cooler, or maybe slightly more warmer towards golds. So next up guys, let's have a look at the warmest of the platinum blondes. This is definitely on a gold side. This is Natalie in color 614 GR. I wouldn't even call this platinum anymore. This is definitely a very light pale blonde, I would say. A golden pale blonde. The only thing I don't really like about this color is that very stark contrast in the root. It reminds me of a natural dark bleached hair. This is what you would normally get back in the day when there weren't many toners and maybe violet shampoo available. This would have been your typical highlighted dark brown hair. So let's compare this with our coolest platinum. Okay guys, so next up is actually a Centu style. This is called Bluebell. This is oak melange, rooted. It's somewhere between Alessandra in Solstice and 614 with Henry Margu. As you can see guys, it's definitely a gold blonde. The color code is slightly different, however. It is L8386/90R. This one might throw you a little bit when you are looking on the website. So just to give you an idea what those two colors look like. They are quite similar, with Bluebell having slightly more lighter colors in the mix. It's not just a pure 613 color as in the case of Natalie. And also what I really love about oak melange is that it comes with much more natural looking root for a blonde. Okay guys, so next is 1426R by Gisela Meyer. So this is not originally a rooted wig. I've added that root separately myself, which you can see the video if you want to check that out. So this is definitely a golden blonde shade. And with the addition of number 14, which is your natural dark strawberry blonde, gives this color this beautiful, glowing, warm appearance. And how could we forget Malibu Blonde? This is John Renau's 12 FS12, which is a mix of a light brown, number 12, that also appears in the root, highlighted quite heavily with a pale golden blonde highlights, which are not actually specified in the color code, which may be a little bit misleading. This is definitely, I would say, a neutral blonde, very good for many different skin tones. Let's compare Malibu Blonde with, let's go with the coolest of all. Next up is Champagne Rooted by WIlle, code 221625. A little bit more different shades in the mix. 26 is your warm blonde, 25 is slightly more in the middle, 22 is slightly cooler. So it's a nice mix of different tones. So again, this is a very neutral color overall, also will suit many different skin tones. Let's compare Champagne Rooted with Henry Margu 10/613. Next up guys is Multi Sand Rooted by WIlle. This is slightly more ashy blonde. There's definitely more of that pale blonde in this mix. It's quite similar to Malibu Blonde, but a little bit more on a ashy tone. Neutral to ashy, I would say. And we are getting darker layers at the bottom of the of this particular wig. This is Arrow. Very nice natural looking root. Really beautiful color. Let's compare Multi Sand Rooted with Henry Margu 10/613. So you can see, guys, they are both on an ashy side and quite neutral in tone. Quite similar colors, similar root color. If you like Henry Margu 10613, you will like the WIlle multi-sand rooted on Arrow. For those of you lovely people who prefer slightly more warmer blondes, this is a more strawberry shade called Shaded Pralines and Cream by Renau in 14/26S10. Definitely a very warm shade, very strawberry tones. Number 26 is that very warm light blonde. Number 14 is a neutral to slightly strawberry light brown, giving you this really lovely glowing color. And to compare it with Malibu Blonde, you can see this is slightly more paler, slightly more neutral, whereas this one is definitely much warmer. Next up is Mesmerized in color Shaded Wheat. So this is quite similar to Shaded Pralines and Cream. So if you do like that color, you would also like Shaded Wheat. The code for Shaded Wheat is RL 14/22SS, whereas Shaded Pralines and Cream is 14/26S10. So the 26 is the golden blonde, 22 is more of a pale light blonde. Hence, this one appears slightly more on a neutral strawberry blonde side. Also remember, this is a heat-friendly fiber, and typically what you will find, heat-friendly fibers do look a little bit different compared with standard synthetics as well. So bear that in mind. And here is a comparison: multi-sand rooted on the right, Raquel Welch's Shaded Wheat in the middle, and John Renau's Shaded Pralines and Cream far right. And then lastly, I've got for you guys color 88GR by Henry Margu. This is also more neutral to warm color. Few little tones of strawberry light brown in here. Beautiful, natural looking dark blonde. Quite similar to Malibu Blonde by John Renau. Not as strawberry blonde as Shaded Pralines and Cream. Pralines and Cream, 88GR and Malibu Blonde. The root on this one is a little bit darker. Can you see those pale blonde streaks running throughout? Beautiful, natural looking color. And for a final side-by-side, Malibu Blonde on the left and 88GR on the right. And you can see just how beautiful and similar those two colors are. And here are all of the colors that we've covered today. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate if you spread the video and help other wig wearers discover different blondes and how they compare. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions about any of those beautiful colors, please drop an email to me or drop a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!